Hey everyone, I am gonna do 2 projects with the Bloom Story Kit. I've had it on my desk for so long and it just keeps getting pushed to the back of the list. But I am going to do them and I'm excited about each of these stories. But first, I must tell you that I am starting, not a new project, but I don't want to resist it anymore. I really want to start a family stories album. I know Crystal does one, I'll leave her information, but every time I see a story kit, I'm like, oh, that'd make a good story. But I don't have anywhere to put it. Where would I put it? So I'm gonna just do a random stories album and I don't know, see where I go from there. So I cut out the paper and I have 2 photos of my son. Because I'm working on Project Life, I had just sent this photo to get printed. So I knew I had this one from July 2019 and now this one. Can you believe the growth? It's just amazing. And I put the photos in black and white, that way it coordinates easily. That's always a trick of mine, to just change the photo to black and white, and then you don't have to worry about if your photo fits the theme or matches the colors. So I'm gonna do that story, and then I'm gonna do another one with a workout photo that was hard for me to share because it just was. And I'm proud of myself for sharing my fitness journey and just trying my best to get back in shape after dealing with some knee issues, and also just continuing to move to get through this new way of life. So I'm gonna put together these 2 pages and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to voiceover. All right, so I have this layout all mapped out in Photoshop Elements, so it's not going to take too long to put both of these projects together. I took one of the journaling cards and I used it as a border for the top and the bottom of that 4x6 So Love Watching You Bloom. And then I had to cut my journaling, and I'll just make a flap for it so that way you can see underneath the journaling. And I think these are tags, but the brown papers behind the photos are tags, I believe, or pockets. But I don't think that they're journaling cards, but I used them as kind of a tilted photo mat. And I'm gonna have a cluster on the bottom right, this story, and then a yellow flower, but I'm gonna adjust it just a little bit because of the extra journaling that I had. So the bottom photo on the right is going to be the younger photo, and I put the brown photo mat behind it, and then the top photo is going to be the current photo. And then I layered on 2 Bloom digital brushes, pink and green, and then I cut it out on my Cameo, and I really love it. It's so colorful, and it just has a little bit of definition to it with the double layer. Now I'm going to take all the die cuts that I have and I am going to cluster them around the photos. And right now I am working on a cluster for the bottom right where the journaling is going to go. I know that the second piece of journaling that I have, when it's underneath, it will have a little bit of room, so that's why I can make that cluster right there. And I'm kind of checking it to see what is going to stick out. And I'm okay if a flower sticks out, that's okay with me. So I'm going to put the journaling down and it's going to lift up, and then I can put the second piece of the journaling and I'll have a little cluster with this story and then a flower and some leaves. And then I'm just going to keep going and layer it all down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with the other 2 photos and just keep building my layout from there. I absolutely love all the little flowers in this Bloom story kit. And I didn't mind gluing down the microscopic leaves. At least I didn't have to cut them out. I was able to use my Cameo. I'm also going to pop dot several of the flowers, and eventually I'm going to remember that I do have some puffy stickers, and so I'm going to add some of those. I took half of a flower and just tucked it underneath that photo, and then a chipboard that said love, and I'm just going to glue a piece of it onto the photo. And then tuck a purple flower underneath it, and then add another little tiny leaf to it. And then I am going to put a word strip phrase above the bloom and then a pink flower. This is where I remembered about the puffy stickers, so I am just going to add several of those, and then I am going to be nearly done with this project. I love this story and it turned out so beautiful, and I'm so happy I decided to document that story. Okay, so the second one is my workout photo, and it's going to be real quick and simple. I'm going to make 3 clusters and I'll be done. So I have this main photo of me, and then at the bottom, I'm going to do a cluster with I've got this, listen, learn, grow, my journey, and then a circle. And then up at the top, I think it's from a journaling card, I took I am, and then another tag that says bloom your heart out. And I'm just trimming the I've got this. It was a little too big for me. And then I'm going to put that down, like I said, at the bottom, and then just build my clusters from there. And in the bottom left corner of my photo, I'm going to have another tag that says blooming, growth takes time, and then a wood veneer making progress. Or maybe it's cork, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to use it, and once again, I was able to cut it out with my Cameo, and so I'm so excited. Now that I have a Cameo, I can cut out these wood veneer pieces and these really tiny leaves, and just, it's a whole new possibility with hybrid projects now, so I'm very excited. So I am just gluing down everything and tucking in some leaves, and then I will use a few of the puffy stickers as well, and I will be done with this project. I just need to add some lines for journaling, and then I will journal off camera. So super proud of myself for not, like I said, sharing this photo, and just keep going, because working out is so good for my mental health. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these 2 bloom projects come to life. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.